Well, good morning, everybody. And it's the third week in our series of doing homemade Christmas cards. Today, it is specially for the kids. And we're using glitter. That's right, glitter, and we're not going to make a mess. So how are we going to do that? Now, I like glitter. I like doing paintings with glitter. I like doing cards with glitter. But I thought, this is our third in a series, and I need to do some cards that kids can make, that they can come together with their mom or their dad or their grandma and make some Christmas cards that they can give. And the thing that I just really love is glitter glue. The glitter is all in the tube, and so you're not putting regular glue down, sprinkling the glitter, and it doesn't matter how careful you are, how many layers of newspaper you have, that glitter is going places. And you might think, oh, I can just vacuum it up. Glitter gets on your clothes, it gets on your socks, your shoes, and it travels through your house. So this will help you. And I'm going to show you different kinds of glitter glues that you can buy. You can actually make your own glitter glue with Elmer's glue, and you add your own glitter. And at first it's kind of milky, but as it dries, because Elmer's glue will dry clear, it becomes the same as what this would be. So grab those kids and let's make some Christmas cards. Now this is the third in our series, and we are using glitter. But I wanted to show you some alternatives to just plain glitter. Now you can get glitter sticks, and these go in your hot glue gun. There's these little tubes with the different colors, and you just squeeze them out. I like these better. You get a lot of glitter, not a lot of cost. They have just a huge variety of colors. I just picked out some Christmas colors. Another thing we might use today is tape that is sparkly. Don't forget that a lot of times when you have tags for your packages, you can use these on your cards, and we're going to use a couple of these today. Now we have a lot of different kinds of cards today. Just our plain white ones with the edge. And then we have some colored cards. And these are just some Christmas colors, but these packets come with a variety of colors. We have some double-sided tape in case we decide that we want to hook on any of our fun papers onto it. Now you can use a full sheet on your card, you could use parts of sheets. There's just thousands and thousands of different kinds of paper. And I brought out my markers too, just in case we wanted to do some drawing on them. When I'm making a lot of cards, and I'm going to do the same design, I sometimes do just a row. Now these are all the faces of the cards. And that way I can just go from one card to the next card to the next card. And our first design is a very simple tree. When you're going to use any kind of glitter glue, it's always a better idea to practice a little bit before you actually do it on the cards. So you can kind of get the idea of how much pressure you need. And we're going to do a simple tree. And so what I'm going to do is and just practice 3 or 4 times. Kind of decide how you want to do your tree, what kind of design you want to do. Now with these, I can do 4 trees all in one shot. But because I am doing 4, I'm going to do the tree, I'm going to let it dry, and then add the ornaments onto it. Do you want the tree straight up and down? Do you want it a little bit sideways? I happen to like them sideways a little bit. And cards are a different texture than like your notebook paper. If you want to practice on notebook paper, you could practice on a wax paper, parchment paper, anything that's handy to you. I like the gold just because it matches so many colors. I find it real easy. And then when you add the ornaments, it just gives it a festive look. See how fun that is? And so fast. As it dries, it does flatten a little bit. Cards number 2. I am using some tags that you would put on a present as a to and a from. So I put some double-sided tape on it, and then I'll just peel that off. Sorry for the noise outside. Our neighbors are having some construction done. And I like these because they already have some glitter in there. Now because they're tagged, they have 2 little holes in there. On this one, I just took the tag out and I am going to put that right back in there. So that will cover the hole up. On this one, I'm going to add berries to it. Because it has a red bow, and berries a lot of times on wreaths are red, we are using the red. So the first thing I'm going to do is fill in that dot, that hole. The glitter glue will be very puffy at first, and then as it dries, it flattens out. And I'm just going to sporadically put those around. This is glitter glue, and so it adheres to whatever surface that you put it on. I'll put a little bit more in that center one. And when you feel like you have enough, you just stop. But because it's glitter glue, I'm going to fill that up, and then I can just put my bow right on there, and as it dries, it will just stay there. Now we could leave them just like they are. They're cute, they're simple, but you can also do some adding. You could put dots around here. I like to personalize some of my cards. Now this is a paper for a cat lover. Meow, cool cats rule, fur ball, meow. It says a lot of different things on this page. So I drew a circle, and I'm just going to cut that out. I'm going to use my double-sided tape to hook it on, and I'm going to make this into a Christmas ornament. I've used double-sided tape to hook it on. I want to make sure that the letters, the wording is the correct direction. And then I'm going to build a top to the ornament. I'm just using one of my artist markers. And then I'm going to use gold because this is kind of off yellow. I just think that will work better. Now, of course, I could just do a line around it. But instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a series of dots. And I'm going to start at the top and I'm going to work my way down. And some parts I'm going to have very close together, and other parts I'm going to have it more spread out. I filled in this side much more solid than this side. And then I took some silver and I went in between the black lines. And so I'm going to let that dry. And I always like to let them dry so I can kind of tell if I need to do something else to them. This is a store-bought card, but I'm going to add some glitter to it. Where these berries are, I'm going to add glitter. At the end of the year is a great time to buy your Christmas cards. You can get them sometimes 90% off, and I'm always up for a bargain. See how that changes that? Now, do you have to do every berry? Of course not. But it can add some little pizzazz to your cards. Now, what if we added some green? Now on the green, I don't think I'm going to do every one of them. I'm just going to do some of them. And I don't even have to do each cluster. Turn in the card to make it easier. And sometimes I will take a toothpick or the end of a pen if I want to stretch that out. See how I can make it a little more pointed? If I want to move it around, it's gotten too thick. It's an easy way to fix it. And I'm not going to add any more. I just want a little pizzazz added into it. Remember, the glitter glue will settle down. It'll flatten itself out some. It'll be a little higher than the regular paper, but it will flatten itself out as it dries. Now with this one, I'm going to do a cross, the reason for the season. And I'm going to start with blue. And I did draw it out a little bit, turning it to make it easier. You'll find that with some cards, the glitter glue will soak a lot into the paper. Don't worry about this. This will dry. Where the red one, it soaked in a lot. The green one, it didn't soak in at all. Different types of paper. And I added bulbs to each of the Christmas trees. And then instead of putting a star on top, I just put little dots. But have fun, and this is a great project for kids. They want to make cards, you're making cards, and these glitter glues will save your kitchen floor. Because otherwise you will have glitter all over the place. I hope you liked this series. I'm going to start a 12-day series, Christmas series, for just kids. 12 days of Christmas. And the videos will only last about 5 minutes. And I'm going to show them something they can do for Christmas. Things that they can make presents, activities, gifts, and just fun things for Christmas. So look for that. For 12, we're going to do 12 days, so we'll end 2 days before Christmas. And so it's not chaos on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We are just going to do fun, crazy things. In fact, one of them, we're going to take a box and make our own chimney that Santa can come down. Because a lot of houses don't have a fireplace. And little kids ask, how is Santa going to get in? So let's build them a fireplace. I have lots of ideas. But remember, they're only going to last about 5 minutes, and it's things that are easy to do. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is on the community tab, I am going to post all the crafts items that they will need for those projects. And I'm going to post those on the 9th or the 10th so that you will have a list and know what everything we're going to do each day. And if your kids want to do those crafts along with me, they can do them right along with me. I'll put them up in the afternoon, the videos in the afternoon, so that they can watch them after school. But it'll be a fun thing to do with your kids or your grandkids. And I hope you tune in for 12 days of Christmas. I'll see you next time.